Learning how to seek God before seeking man. That's where we needs to be. Then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." That's Matthew the 11th chapter, the 28th verse. So the other day I was talking to someone. We was just talking about how, when we as people, we go to other people for advice, and we seek advice from other people when things is popping off and life is just lifing and it's just crazy and you got things going on and you ready to vent, you frustrated, you mad, you upset, you just ready to just cut up. I got to go talk to somebody. And then when you go and communicate with somebody, they can only give you so much. But guess what? God will give you rest in it. And I was telling them the other day, I said, when people come to me and they want to vent and talk, I always tell them, pray about it and give it to God. But I told the person the other day, I said, but the thing is, you got some people that don't want to hear that. Because now their emotions is on 10, 10, 10. To where the emotions have taken over. And you don't want to hear nothing. Nothing. Nothing about praying about it. Nothing. But like I said, I don't know nothing else, because that's what God have taught me. That in my times of trouble, seek him first. And y'all, I sat here today and I was just thinking that when God put me in my isolation, in my quiet spaces, and start removing everything around me, I sat here, I thought about it today. I was like, I don't have the urge to pick up the phone and just ramble about what I got going on. I don't have the urge to reach out to man first and just ramble. What I do now, I just immediately start talking to God about it. Lord, help me. What am I going to do, Lord? Help me with this. Show me what I need to do. I'm angry. I'm upset. Why is this going on? Help me, Lord. And I realized that he's teaching me how to seek him first and depend on him. Because when you start running to man, you'll find yourself depending on man. So now you have put God on the back burner, and you have put man before God. And we don't realize we doing that. But God is telling his people, seek him first. So when somebody say, did you pray about it? I feel like that's God speaking, saying, I need you to cast all your cares upon me instead of depending on man to fix your problems. Because let me tell you something, sometimes you can rant with whatever you got going on. You can rant and rant and rant. And when you get done ranting, guess what? That problem will still be there. But I want to tell you that when you give it to God, he will give you rest in it. That means that once you get done talking to him about whatever you got going on, you'll find yourself sitting in some peace. Because now God is giving you rest in that problem, in that situation. And you will find yourself not being so irritated and your emotions so high. And I remember someone had came to me one day, and I mean, they had something going on. They were just, woo, I mean, just, they were so frustrated too. They were just going. And I listened. And I just let them go. And finally I told them, go and pray about that. Give that to God. I said, because you gonna be in a blue gasket, because they was just so, I mean, just, whoo. And I finally told them, you need to give that to God. When you go home, get in your quiet space and talk to God about that. Because if you don't, you will find yourself just sitting, not sleeping, up all night worrying about something that you can't fix. Because we have to realize that we can't fix things. We think we can. We think we Superman. We think we Superwoman. Can't nobody give you peace and rest but God. And that's what I told them to do. And y'all, the next day, they came to me. They said, I did exactly what you told me to do. They said, I prayed about it. I trusted God. I took my hands off of it. They said they went to sleep and they woke up feeling better the next morning. And I know people don't want to hear that. When you ranting and you got things going on and somebody just busts out and say, pray about it. Some people don't want to hear that. But what more can you give a person when that's what God has given you? I can't tell you to go and tell Billy Bob and Susie. Only thing I can tell a person is give it to God, because that's what he tells me to do. Because I have realized that when I'm ranting and I got things going on and I give it to man, I can get off that phone and still be irritated, still restless, still no peace, still sitting there worrying and stressing, frustrated. But I'm telling you, God have taught me to seek him first, and it just clicked in my mind today. He removed everything that I was so dependent on, because he teaching me how to seek him first. I'm telling y'all, I was just sitting there, I was like, I have no urge to call people and tell them A, B, C, Y, and Z of what I got going on. I have no urge. And I was like, God, I know this nobody but you, because you teaching me how to seek you first and how to depend on you. And somebody needs to hear this message. Somebody needs to try it and watch what God do for you. Talk to God about it. Pray about it. Vent, cry, whatever you feel like you need to do. Trust God that he will fix it. Let God give you rest and peace in that situation. Take your hands off of it and leave it alone. And watch God fix it for you. That's the message for today. Whatever you might be going through, I want to tell somebody. Pray about it. Take my word. I'm not just running off at the mouth. I'm telling you what God have taught me. That's the only thing I can give people. Give it to God. Bye, y'all.